It's the next game, and I think that's how you have to treat it. It's the most important game because it's the next one, and it's another one that we want to try and win.
And actually, when the games are coming thick and fast, how much do you and the squad just relish that of almost, it's a test of your love of being a footballer, isn't it?
I think the players will tell you that they prefer to play than train. It's not ideal when you've got a small squad like we have. It gets tested, but we knew that. And the boys would prefer to play games for certain.
Oxford at the weekend was all that was missing, actually, just putting the ball in the back of the net.
A lot more to it than that. It's a difficult game because you have to respect the opposition because you've got some really good players, and you have to make sure that you're structurally sound behind the ball and you don't get counter-attacked. It's a massive strength of theirs, and sometimes that takes away a percentage of your attacking threat because you can't commit as many bodies forward. So I thought we got it just about right, and the balance was right. We had enough opportunities to win the game, but we're pleased with the result, and we get a chance to take them on back at our place.
And also for this Saturday, how much does that then give you something to build on as well? Because a solid performance.
Solid performance where players playing out of position. Hopefully that we get players back available for Saturday, and we're looking forward to it. It's a game that we want to win, of course, but I'm sure Morecambe, after a couple of good results, will see it as an opportunity for them to get more points on the board.
You mentioned players playing out of position there. I suppose Carl Winchester's the obvious one playing at right back. How much does that then just present an opportunity for others in midfield?
Yeah, always throws up opportunities for people. Theo Archibald played at left back, Winchester at right back on Saturday. So it was for us to go and keep a clean sheet was a big achievement. But it then gives opportunities it gave Tav Campbell an opportunity to start the game. So it's always throwing opportunities, and the one thing it shows is you've always got to be ready. Whether you think you're in the team or not, you've always got to be ready, because when your chance comes, you've got to take it.
How is Joseph Mills' back?
He's okay. He's had a bit of stick from the boys that he must have a really big baby. But no, he'll be fit for the weekend.
And actually, I mean, we've heard about bizarre footballer injuries over the years, but is that just a reminder of, if you're lifting something up, do it properly, bend from the knees and all that? Has that all been sort of put to the players by the fitness and conditioning team?
Yeah, Tom Hewlin, our fitness coach, has spent a lot of time in the gym this week with Millsy, showing him how to bend his legs when he's lifting, and had a couple of dummies of babies to make sure he's doing it properly.
Morecambe, did you have someone watching them against Sunderland on Tuesday in the Checkatrade?
We didn't watch it personally, but we've obviously seen the game on our software that we have. So we've watched their last 3 or 4 games. They've been really impressed with them. Probably not got the results they deserve, but they do play some really good football.
And when you've got a team like that lining up against you, that's not every team that will come here and try and play good football, is it?
No, Morecambe always do though. Jim Bentley, the manager there, and Ken, his assistant, they always try and put teams out no matter what that are easy on the eye and try and play, and they're certainly doing that this season.
You've had a run of away games. There hasn't been too many home games recently. Got one this weekend, and there's 400 replica shirts being given out to kids. There's also the Kids Go Free. How important are things like that to actually just ensure that when you have a home game, you get this ground as full as possible, and that people support vocally the club? Very important. I think the atmosphere hasn't been great in the home games as this season. I must say that, and yeah, at times it's up to us to get people on the edge of their seat. But sometimes the players need a bit of help, and the more people, we need to get more people through the gate for certain. And those that are here need to get behind the team as much as possible if we're going to be successful. And if that happens and they give the players the lift, then there's more chance of actually the players giving something back to the players to give them something to cheer about. It
is. It's important. I go and watch games and I sit amongst supporters, and it's tough to be a player because supporters like to moan a lot, and no matter how you dress it up. And it's hard to be a player because one bad pass, you get a lot of negativity. But we need our place, and it's been okay in terms of that this year. We need our place where everyone's behind the players and getting behind them and trying to roar them onto victory. That's what we need.
And I suppose a win on Saturday would just really help that, wouldn't it?
Listen, the players have done brilliant this season. We're in a really good place, and we can't take that for granted. You know, we can't get to a situation where people are expecting us to turn up and win. They've got their part to play, and that part is from the start of the game, making the place really loud and vocal and getting behind the players for 90 minutes.
Thank you, good luck.
Thanks.
Mark, you mentioned about Joe Mills potentially coming back. How are the other injured players doing? Or is anyone else closer?
Who else? Shepherd, and obviously we said that would be 4 weeks, so that's still within that period. And Lee Collins is still out.
What about Isaac Pearce?
Isaac Pearce trained today, so he'll be available. Hopefully, if he has no reaction.
So you're hoping to have 7 subs this weekend?
Yes, hopefully we'll have 7 subs this weekend.
You'll be coming up against Jim Bentley as well. He's now become the longest serving manager. You yourself have moved up to 20th now. So what do you make of sort of the job he's done, and also like the managerial job at the moment, because it seems to be getting tougher and tougher to survive in jobs?
Yeah, it is a tough job. It's like I say, you lose 3 or 4 games and everyone wants you out. You know, no matter what you've done for a football club, it's just that's the way it is now with social media. Somebody will get on their high horse and start drumming up support for the manager to be sacked, and it's a downward spiral from there. 3 or 4 managerial sackings this week. Harsh gives people on the merry-go-round an opportunity to get back in. So yeah, it's tough, and that's why, you know, people like Jim Bentley to be at a club for so long, it's a tough job. Morecambe, they won't have loads of money to spend, and to keep Morecambe in the league every year is a fantastic achievement.
Cheers, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you.
All good, guys.